Hey everyone, welcome. Happy Monday. Today I want to talk about meals that are deductible. This is a pretty hot topic because I've heard so many ways that people um, say that meals are deducted. So let's expel some of the myths, right? So the first thing is that there is a line item called meals and entertainment. And up to the past few years, meals represented meals that you would have with prospective clients. When you would take them out to eat, it would be 50%. And then you had entertainment. Entertainment is you're trying to, what do you say? I would say wine and dine, but you're trying to entertain them, meaning take them out to games, take them out to golfing, take them out to different entertainment things so that you can receive them as a customer. So, what happened in the years recently is that uh, I think in the Trump Act, that the entertainment expenses were not allowed anymore. So, if you were used to taking clients to basketball games, football games, anything like that, those were no longer deductible, right? And then for meals, um, we know COVID happened. They used to be like 50%, right? Well, COVID happened, and there was a certain amount of years, like last year, where meals became 100% deductible. Well, that was to encourage business owners to go eat at restaurants because we know that the restaurants industry, the hospitality industry was highly, highly affected with COVID. So they encouraged business owners to go in and have meals. And so they made it 100% deductible. So that was a way to try to boost up the economy of the restaurants. And so now in 2023, they're back down to 50%. And then there are still no entertainment expenses that are allowed. So there's a lot of things that I've heard, such as, well, if I'm in between appointments, can I just go get a meal and it's deductible? Quick answer, no, right? So whenever you go take clients out to eat or prospects out to eat, then yes, it is a deductible meal by 50%. So you want to make sure that you have the who, what, when, where, and why, right? Um, Whenever you are wanting to have your meals deducted. So on the receipt, it normally doesn't have the who, but it has the what, right? What are you eating, right? And then when, which has the date, where, what restaurant it's at, and then why. So the two things you really got to fill out on your own whenever you're wanting to get a meal that's deductible, whenever you're eating out with a client or a prospect, is you want to have the who and the why, right? Why were you having this meeting? Was it because you're just friends with them? Was it a personal purpose or was it a business purpose? Well, if I'm having a client or somebody I'm trying to make my client, then yes, I'm going to pay for their meal and it's going to be 50% deductible. I'm going to tell them, yes, this was a prospect meal, right? I'm meeting with them so that I can hopefully gain business with them. And then with who, we have to see who we're actually eating with, right? It can't be just, like one meal on there, right? And so that's why they do it 50% because they're assuming, okay, you got a meal, let's split it down the middle. Is 50% deductible. So again, if you are taking clients or prospects out to eat at a restaurant, then the meal is 50% deductible. Okay. So again, let me just put this disclaimer out there. Make sure you talk to your tax professional to make sure to get the inside scoop that's needed for you personally so you know what you're able to deduct and not deduct when it comes to meals. The other thing, again, entertainment is not included. So if you're going to take them to games and different things like that, that is not included because it is entertainment expenses. Now, there's a little fine line if you buy dinner, right? And here's the thing, it's not to say that you can't take your clients or prospects to a football game. It just won't be tax deductible. It can still be deductible in your books, but not tax deductible. But one thing is, it's like a fine line. If you were to take them to a football game, but you paid for their meal. So if you paid for their meal, let's just say you took them to a suite, and in that suite, let's say you paid for a meal or a nice meal or something like that. Okay, that's where it's like a fine line, right? But that can be deductible, the meal itself. But as far as the entertainment, that there's, of course, we can see that there's ways around it, but for the most part, I'm just gonna put it out there. No, the entertainment part, no, but the meal portion, yes. Um, so another thing is, if there are, let's say, if there's meetings held, business meetings, then those meals are deductible, right? Those meals are going to be deductible. Travel's a big one. So if you are overnight traveling, so if I travel out of state and I have meals, then yes, you are able to deduct meals as deductible. So that's a good thing. So if you travel for a conference or for a business purpose, and it's out of town, then yes, you are able to deduct meals. So that's one thing that I like. Also, if you are, and here's where it gets a little bit like, ooh, tricky, right? Let's just say you're doing some personal development or company development, leadership development, and you invite all of your employees out to play golf, right? And you invited their spouses. Well, that will be fully deductible because it's not like you're entertaining a new client. You are developing an atmosphere, a culture for your employees. It's a little bit different, if you are paying for your employees versus if you are paying for clients. So I did want to put that out there as well too. And then also, if you sponsor any meals, this is one that's big, where you'll see that a lunch is sponsored for for a certain meeting or for a certain luncheon, then those things can be deductible as well too. So definitely wants to say that. Hey, Derek. Yes, blessings, Larisha. So that's the main deal. So if you're in front of a client and you are having a business purpose, again, the why and the who, then yes, you are able to have that meal as deductible. Um, Also, if you are paying for an employee night out and it's entertainment, then that's great. However, if you are paying for entertainment expenses for a client, then the taxes aren't going to be like, it's not going to be tax deductible. Um, Again, meals when you're out of town and it's for a business purpose, yes, that's going to be deductible as well too. So I did want to put that out there because there's a lot of nuances of when a meal can be deductible and not deductible. If you're just going throughout your work day or something and you're eating, you're in business and you order DoorDash, right? Unless you're getting food for all your employees, right? Just getting food for yourself, that's you know, typically not going to be deductible. Of course, there's a lot of nuances and things that you have to make sure, but you want to make sure that you keep the proper documentation. That's the one thing that I'll say is that keep the proper documentation. Remember to put the who and the why you are meeting. So that is a high level overview about deducting meals and entertainment expenses. So if you all have any questions, just let me know. But I just wanted to kind of throw that out there because I hear a lot of things swirling around. And so this is not to scare you and say, don't deduct any meals, right? There just may be a limitation of what the IRS allows. So just wanted to let you know that. And I hope you all are having a blessed night and God bless. Y'all have a good one. Bye-bye.